Hello everyone, welcome to today's session of C programming. Today we will be discussing the topic control flow statements in C, in which we are going to discuss break, continue and go to. Okay, so let's directly get into it. So the first thing that we have to understand is what exactly is the purpose of control flow statements. मतलब control flow statements जरूरी क्यों है? Okay, तो control flow statements इसलिए जरूरी है because in C programming we have break, we have continue that are control flow statements used within loops to alter their normal execution. Okay, to alter their normal execution मतलब generally हमारा प्रोग्राम जब हम लिखते हैं तो प्रोग्राम का जो एग्जीक्यूशन होता है इट इज ऑलवेज डन इन अ सीक्वेंशियल फैशन, यानी कि फर्स्ट लाइन एग्जीक्यूट होगा, फिर सेकंड, फिर थर्ड, फोर्थ एंड सो ऑन. बट सपोज इन योर प्रोग्राम यू हैव सम रिक्वायरमेंट जहां पे आपका फर्स्ट और सेकंड लाइंस ऑफ कोड एग्जीक्यूट हो गया और उसके बाद फॉर सम स्पेसिफिक रीजन आपको डायरेक्टली सपोज 8th लाइन ऑफ कोड पे एग्जीक्यूट करना है, या फिर आपको कोई कंडीशन पे आपको कहीं और पार्ट ऑफ द कोड पे जंप करना है, then in that case you require these kind of control flow statements. We have already seen certain control flow statements in the past like if else and all. So here we have another set of statements जैसे break, continue and go to, which are more or less used for the same purpose, that is to control the flow of the execution of the program. Okay, so we will see one by one. So the first one that we are seeing today is the break statement. अब break statement क्यों use करते हैं? So let's directly look into the definition first. The break statement ends the loop immediately when it is encountered. It is also used in switch block to stop the execution of the current case and exit. यानी कि break जो statement है ये पहले तो आपको समझ में आना है कि ये एक keyword है. And whenever you use this break, it is generally used in loops or in switch case. Okay, so whenever you are using it in loops, the point at which the break statement is encountered, उस point पे the C program will immediately exit from the loop in which you have written the break statement. Okay, तो generally मैंने बताया break is always written in loops, और जिस भी loop में हमने वो break लिखा होगा, जिस भी point पे हमने वो break लिखा होगा, तो जैसे ही वो execution पे वो point आ जाता है, break statement encounter हो जाता है, तो it will immediately exit from the loop the moment the break is encountered. So this is one use of break in loops. The second use of break is used in switch block. So we have already covered the switch statement and we have already seen the example of how a switch statement works. So in switch statement also, if you recollect, in every case we used to write a break statement at the end of each case inside a switch block. Why did we write that break statement inside each case? It was mainly because हर एक केस का कोड एग्जीक्यूशन होने के बाद में we wanted to get out of that case so that the remaining cases are not executed. Okay, so we want कि एक ही केस एग्जीक्यूट करें और उसके बाद में बाकी डायरेक्टली स्विच केस के बाहर आ जाए, तो ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट वहां पे भी जरूरत था. तो यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे कि हाउ ब्रेक इज एग्जैक्टली यूज्ड इन लूप्स. स्विच केस वाला एग्जांपल वी हैव ऑलरेडी कवर्ड इन द प्रीवियस वीडियोस. सो इसका सिंटैक्स देखते हैं. सिंटैक्स इज वेरी सिंपल. यू जस्ट हैव टू राइट द कीवर्ड ब्रेक एंड देन यू हैव टू राइट अ सेमीकोलन. ओके, तो सिंपल सा एक सिंटैक्स है इसका. ब्रेक यूज करो और उसके बाद में उसका सेमीकोलन डाल दो. दैट्स इट. दैट्स द लाइन दैट यू हैव टू राइट फॉर ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट. सो लेट्स गेट इनटू द हाउ ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट वर्क्स. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एज यू ऑलरेडी नो कि ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट वर्क्स इन लूप्स. So there are three types of loops which we have covered, which is nothing but the while loop, then you have the do while loop and you have the for loop. So these are the three types of loops that exist in C programming. तो अब ये तीनों ही लूप में आप अपने हिसाब से कभी भी ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट यूज कर सकते हो as per the requirement of the program. So if you use the break statement, how the control flow changes is what is shown in this chart. So if you look over here in this first particular section, here we have the while loop. In the while loop, if you recollect, this is the syntax of the while loop, जहाँ पे while में यहाँ पे हमारा condition होगा. This is my condition. If this condition is true, it will go inside the while loop and it is going to check for the if condition here. तो हमने एक basically if block लिखा हुआ है inside the while loop. अब इस if block के अंदर we are going to have some condition. Some condition we will write and अगर वो condition true होता है, तो then what we are saying? We are saying that it should directly break. So the moment this break is encountered, okay, so the moment this break is encountered, what will happen? Control will immediately jump from this line directly after the while loop. Okay, so basically हर जरूरी नहीं है कि हर एक while loop के iteration में Okay, so every iteration may not probably have if condition true, but जिस भी iteration में तुम्हारा if condition true हो जाएगा, then it will encounter break and it will immediately exit out of the loop. So basically the remaining iterations of the loop will not get executed. ठीक है, same way in do while also. In do while also as you can see यहाँ पे मेरा do statement है, फिर इसके अंदर automatically the control will jump inside the do while and all the codes with all the statements that it is written over here is executed. बट अभी इसके अंदर हमने एक कंडीशन लिखा हुआ है, तो ये कंडीशन जब भी ट्रू रहेगा, what is happening? The break statement is written. So when the break statement is written, automatically the control will jump after the while loop. So ideally it should come after the while loop. So what I'll do is I'll write it over here. Break statement se control will go. Whatever lines of statement you have written after the while will get executed. Okay, so this is basically that happens in do while. Similarly in for also. So this is the syntax of a for loop जहाँ पे तुम्हारा initialization है, condition है और update यानी कि increment या decrement होता है तुम्हारा counter variable. अब इसमें भी same thing. If the control is going inside the for loop and if you are encountering an if condition, जो condition अगर आपका true होता है तो it will go inside the if condition and it will execute the break statement. What do you mean by break statement? It will immediately exit out of the loop. यानी कि इसके बाद the control will jump out of the loop. The loop ends over here, तो इसके बाद देगा, इसके बाद execute होगा. So you have to understand one thing that जैसे ही break होता है उसके आगे के iterations execute नहीं होंगे. Okay, it is coming out of the loop. So this is the way break statement is used in all the three types of loops. So let's look into a simple example of how break statement is used in a C program. यहाँ पे हमने break statement को for loop के साथ use किया हुआ है. So let's look into the program and try to understand it. So as you can see over here, first hash include stdio.h int main function. This is your basics of C program. उसके बाद में main function में what we have done, we have declared a variable. The variable name is I. After that we are using a for loop. Now in this for loop, what you are doing? We are writing I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 10, I plus plus. So I plus plus लिखा हुआ है, that is my increment and decrement condition. Up, what is going to happen is this is my initialization. So what we are doing is here I have my I variable, जिसके अंदर I have initialized the I variable to the value 1. तो यहाँ पे इसके अंदर है 1. Okay, now for loop works how? अब I is equal to 1 हो गया, उसके बाद में initialization होने के बाद next thing that executes is it is checking the condition. It will check whether I is less than or equal to 10. So is I less than or equal to 10? In this case, I is 1 and 1 is less than or equal to 10. Is it correct or not? Yes, this time the condition is true. And since the condition is true, it will go inside the for loop. That means it will go over here. Up immediately inside the for loop, we have written one if condition. And in this if condition, we are writing if I equal to 6. Currently, the value of I is 1. Is 1 equal to 6? No, it is not. So, therefore, this if condition currently is false. Okay, false होगा तो क्या होगा? It will directly go after the if condition. It will skip the if block and it will go to the next line after the if, which is in this case printf I is equal to %d, in which we are trying to print the value of I. So I का value print होगा screen पे, तो output में क्या आएगा? Output में I का value print होगा, which is nothing but I is equal to current value is 1. Okay, so I got I is equal to 1 print हो गया. अब इसके बाद में यहाँ पे मेरा for loop end होता है, but end होने से पहले obviously for loop का concept कैसा है कि it will automatically go and use the increment or decrement whatever you have written over here. In this case it is increment, तो I plus plus हो जाएगा. तो I plus plus होना मतलब क्या होगा? I का value increment हो जाएगा. I का value increment होगा मतलब I का value अब क्या हो जाएगा? 1 से क्या बन जाएगा? 2 हो जाएगा. Again, is 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes, it is true. So it will go inside the for loop. Again, it will check the condition. If I equal to 6. This time I is 2. So 2 equal to 6. The condition will become false again. It will not go inside the if. It will directly jump to the next line, which is printf I is equal to %d \n and print the value of I. यानी कि next line क्या print होगा? I is equal to 2. Okay, same way it will continue. Again I plus plus होने वाला है क्योंकि मेरा for loop again increment होता ही है, तो I का value अभी क्या हो जाएगा? 2 से घट के अभी वो 3 हो जाएगा. ठीक है, 3 is less than or equal to 10, कंडीशन चेक होना ही है एवरी आइट्रेशन पे, तो 3 less than or equal to 10, it will be checked and condition is again true. It will again go inside the for loop. It will check for the if condition now. If condition I equal to 6, no. 3 equal to 6, true है क्या? No, it is false. So again it will go to the next line after if, which is printf. I का value print करना है, तो I का value अभी again it will be I is equal to 3. Same thing you repeat again. It will go for I plus plus, यानी कि 3 will now become 4. 4 is less than or equal to 10. The condition will be checked. Again, it will go inside the loop because condition is true. It will go inside and check if condition is if 4 equal to 6. No, the condition is false. Again, it will go to the printf and print the value I is equal to 4. Similarly, again I will get incremented. So I this time will become 4 से क्या हो जाएगा? It will become 5. 5 less than or equal to 10. The condition is true. It will go inside the for loop. It will check for the if condition. Again, the if condition is false. It will go to the next line and print the value of I, which is I is equal to 5. Now, again, what will happen? Again, it will increment. So this time I plus plus means I का value क्या बन जाएगा? I will become 6. Now, is 6 less than or equal to 10? Yes, the condition is again true over here. It will go inside the for loop. In the for loop, this time, if I is equal to 6, I का value check करो हमारा क्या है? I का value 6 है. Is 6 equal to 6? Yes, this time the condition is true. Okay, this time the condition is true. Therefore, it will go inside the if condition. And inside the if condition, what is written? It is written the break statement. The break statement is written मतलब क्या होगा? It will immediately exit the loop the moment break is encountered. मतलब यहाँ पे break encounter होने से क्या होगा? Loop exit हो जाएगा. Loop exit होगा मतलब loop मेरा कहाँ खत्म होता है? It is ending over here. तो loop exit होगा मतलब it will basically come to the line which is after the curly braces closing of for loop. That is, it will write printf loop terminated. So basically the next line of the output is going to be loop terminated. Alright, and return 0, that is the program is ending with success. Okay, so this is the output of this program where it involves a break statement. So if you see what has happened in this program is we were actually trying to print from 1 to 10, but since we have given a condition over here कि जब I6 होगा break करना है, तो in short what it has done, it has just printed values from I to 1 till I to 5. I is equal to 1 से लेके I is equal to 5 तक, and बाद में break statement की वजह से it came out of the loop and directly printed loop terminated. That means it has not gone to the remaining iterations from 7, 8, 9, 10. ये सारे जो iterations है वो execute नहीं हुआ because of the break statement inside the if condition. Alright. So I hope you have understood how break statement affects the entire control flow of this particular program. Okay, this is why the break statement is used. Now, moving ahead to the next statement that we are seeing, which is the continue statement. अब continue statement भी control flow के लिए ही use किया जाता है, but there is a slight difference between the continue and the break. What is continue doing? Let's see. The continue statement skips the current iteration of the loop and continues with the next iteration. Okay, so you have to understand that in break we used to exit out of the loop, but rather than that, what is continue doing? It is actually doing the exact opposite. It is going to skip the current iteration. मतलब जिस भी iteration में हमने continue लिखा हुआ है, continue का जो condition है वो true हो गया है, तो उसके आगे का जो पूरा code होगा वो execute नहीं करेगा. It will skip that and it will continue immediately with the next iteration. तो इस तरह का एक वर्किंग होगा कंटिन्यू का, जहां पे आगे का कोड एग्जीक्यूट नहीं करेगा और इमीडिएटली नेक्स्ट आइटरेशन पे जंप करने के बाद द एंटायर लूप विल एग्जीक्यूट वंस अगेन. ओके, सो दैट्स हाउ कंटिन्यू वर्क्स. वी विल look at the syntax. The syntax is very simple. It simply write the continue keyword है, continue word use कर लो, semicolon डाल दो, and that's it. That's how you write the continue statement. Now let's see how it works in a loop. So how continue statement works? Same thing like for while and do while we have already seen in break statement. तीनों है हमारे पास. अब इसमें अगर हमने continue use किया तो how is it going to affect the control? If you see, this is my while loop in which I have one condition, which is if condition. In the if condition, if this condition becomes true, okay, so it will go inside the if condition. और if condition पे मैंने क्या लिखा हुआ है? continue. So the moment continue is encountered, what will happen? It will immediately go back to the next iteration of the while loop. It will not continue with the code which is written immediately after the if condition or something. It will immediately jump from here back to the next iteration of the while loop. Alright, so this is what is going to happen. Now in do while also the same concept is going to happen. यहाँ पे भी do while है हमारा, do के अंदर हमने if condition लिखा हुआ है. Same thing, यहाँ पे test expression check किया जाएगा. अगर ये condition true है, only then it will go inside and execute the continue statement. तो जैसे ही continue statement execute होगा, तो क्या होने वाला है? It will immediately go to the next iteration. अब next iteration यहाँ पे क्या है? यहाँ पे next iteration हमारा while loop यहाँ पे है, तो next iteration का जो भी condition है वो यहाँ से check किया जाएगा and it will execute the condition. If it is true, it will execute the loop again. Okay. So in short, here this entire set of code is skipped because of the continue statement. Okay. Now similarly, we are going to have our for loop as well. So in the for loop, same thing, initialization, expression और update है. तो यहाँ पे भी हमारा for के अंदर हमने if condition लिया हुआ है. तो अगर ये condition true हो गया, तो it will go inside and execute the continue statement. And continue statement से क्या होगा? It will skip the remaining, ये जो codes है इधर लिखा हुआ है वो skip करके it will directly jump to the next increment or decrement. तो arrow mark यहाँ से यहाँ दिया हुआ है, मैंने यहाँ से यहाँ लिख दिया. It's one and the same thing. Okay, so it will increment or decrement for the next counter, and then again it will check the condition and it will go ahead with the loop. So in short, continue is going to skip the remaining part of the code and going to increment or decrement with the next counter. Okay. Alright, so with that we will move on to the next example of continue statement. So continue statement का example, if you see here, it is hash include stdio.h int main function. Now we are going to see int I. Same way जैसे हमने अब break का example दिया था, हमारे पास I एक variable है. Okay. Again here we are taking a for loop example and seeing how continue works with that. Similarly बाकी सारे loops में भी वो work करता है. तो I को value हमने initialize किया हुआ है 1. The condition is initialize तो हो गया. अब condition check करना है. The condition is I less than equal to 10. Is 1 less than or equal to 10? Yes, the condition is true. So if the condition is true, क्या होगा? It will go inside the for loop, and inside the for loop it is showing if I equal to 5. क्योंकि पहला ही line हमारा if condition है, तो condition तो check करना होगा ही ना. तो condition check करने पे क्या होगा? If I equal to 5, which is 1 equal to 5, this will be basically checking 1 is equal to 5. Is it? Okay, if it is not, क्योंकि ये condition क्या है? ये condition false है, तो इसके अंदर नहीं जाएगा. Rather than what it will do, क्योंकि the condition is false, it will directly go to the next line after the if statement, which is printing the value of I. That is, I is equal to percentage d backslash n I, which means it is going to print the value of I. So the output is going to be I is equal to 1 on the screen, because 1 is the current value of I. Alright. Now, after that what is going to happen? Again I plus plus will happen. तो I plus plus होने पे what will happen? I का value increment हो जाएगा. तो I का value increment होना मतलब क्या होगा? I will now become 2. Okay, again the condition will be checked. Is 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes, the condition is true again. So it will go inside. Again this time it will check if 2 is equal to 5 or not. Is 2 equal to 5? No, it is not. Again it will not go inside the if, it will directly jump to the next line and print the value of I. That means it is going to be I is equal to 2. Okay. Again same thing, I again increment हो जाएगा, यानी कि I का value अब क्या हो जाएगा? I का value 2 से अभी 3 हो जाएगा. 3 less than or equal to 10 condition check होगा. It is true. It will go over here and again if का condition check होगा कि is 3 equal to 5? Is it? No, the condition is false. It is again going to skip that and it is directly going to go and print the value of I, which is this time I is equal to 3. So same thing it is going to continue. Again I plus plus, so I का value क्या हो जाएगा? I will become 4 again. 4 less than or equal to 10. Yes, the condition is true. It will go inside and check this if I equal to 5. So this time it is 4 equal to 5. Is it? No, it is not. So again it will skip I and it will print the value of I, which is I is equal to 4. सेम थिंग अगेन इट इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीमेंट, सो 4 का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा, 5 हो जाएगा, 5 लेस देन और इक्वल टू 10, द कंडीशन इज ट्रू अगेन, सो इट विल गो इनसाइड. नाउ this time the I का value is 5, so what is going to happen here, it is going to check is 5 equal to 5. तो is 5 equal to 5 condition true है कि false है? The condition is true this time. Okay, so if the condition is true, what is going to happen? Okay, so condition अगर true है, okay, so what will happen, it will directly go inside the if condition and उसके अंदर क्या लिखा हुआ है, हमने लिखा हुआ है continue statement. अब कंटिन्यू का मतलब क्या था, इट इज गोइंग टू स्किप द एंटायर लूप, उसके बाद में मतलब कंटिन्यू स्टेटमेंट के बाद में जितने भी लाइंस लिखे हुए उसको स्किप करके डायरेक्टली इट विल जंप टू द नेक्स्ट इंक्रीमेंट और डिक्रीमेंट व्हाटएवर. तो यहाँ पे जैसे कंटिन्यू स्टेटमेंट एनकाउंटर हुआ, नेक्स्ट इंक्रीमेंट होगा, मतलब ये सारी चीजें एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होगा, लूप मेरा यहाँ पे खत्म होता है तो ये स्किप हो जाएगा और डायरेक्टली आई प्लस प्लस होगा, यानी कि I का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा, 6 हो जाएगा. ओके, एंड अगेन द सेम थिंग इज गोना रिपीट, 6 लेस देन और इक्वल टू 10, इज इट कंडीशन इज ट्रू और फॉल्स, यस दिस टाइम इट इज ट्रू, इट विल गो इनसाइड एंड दिस टाइम इट इज गोना चेक इज 6 इक्वल टू 5. तो इज 6 इक्वल टू 5, नो इट इज नॉट, इट इज फॉल्स, so it will print the value of I, it will not go inside if, it will print the value of I, which is nothing but going to be I is equal to 6. So as you can see here, what it has done is to script the value of 5, it has directly jumped to printing the value of 6. Same thing it is going to repeat, I का value बढ़ जाएगा, अभी फिर से increment होगा, तो I will become 7. 7 is less than equal to 10, yes it is true, it will go inside, check the condition, condition will be false, it will print the value of I, so it will be I is equal to 7. Same thing again, I will get incremented again, तो 7 का क्या हो जाएगा, 8 हो जाएगा, 8 less than equal to 10, yes it is true, it will go inside the if condition, if 8 equal to 5 is going to be false, it will print the value of I, so therefore I is equal to 8. Same thing आपको ऐसे ही रिपीट करते जाना है, नेक्स्ट टाइम 8 का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा, 9 हो जाएगा, एंड 9 लेस देन और इक्वल टू 10, yes it is true, अंदर जाएगा, if condition false हो जाएगा, it will print the value of I, that is I is equal to 9. And lastly I प्लस प्लस, यानी कि I का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा, I का वैल्यू हो जाएगा 10, ठीक है, 10 हो जाएगा, and 10 less than or equal to 10, yes it is true, inside it will go, if condition will become false, and then it will print the value of I, therefore I will be equal to 10. Okay, after that again I प्लस प्लस होगा, यानी कि 10 will become 11, and 11 is less than or equal to 10, no the condition is false this time, and therefore it will exit out of the loop because 11 is not less than or equal to 10 condition is false. So it will come out of the loop and it will go directly to the next line outside the loop, which is over here, printf loop completed. So that will be the last line of my output over here, which is loop completed. Okay, so this is the entire output of my continue statement example. So here you can see आउटपुट में अगर आप ध्यान दोगे तो हमने क्या किया है, हमने यहाँ पे I is equal to 5 हमारा skip हो गया है. Why it has got skipped? Because we used, if I equal to 5, we used the continue statement. तो continue statement ने क्या किया, it skipped the remaining part of the code and it directly jumped to the next iteration of the loop, and therefore the output is not reflecting I is equal to 5. Rest all the numbers have shown on the output till 10 because हमारा loop का condition ही वही था. ठीक है, तो that's it, and loop completed answer आ गया आपको last में. So okay, this is the way the continue statement works. Okay, I hope you have understood this one. So now moving on to the next one. Okay, before that we are also going to see a simple difference between break and continue, क्योंकि break और continue बहुत commonly asked question है और इसका meaning आपको exactly पता होना चाहिए क्या किस लिए use किया जाता है, confuse नहीं होना है. तो break किस लिए use करते हैं, it is basically used to end the loop immediately. So whenever you encounter break, the loop is immediately exited, or you can say the loop is immediately end. Then after that, continue statement क्या है, continue will skip the rest of the code in the current iteration. So continue, what it does exactly the opposite of break. It skips the remaining part of the code and jumps to the next iteration. Next, control goes to the statement after the loop. Okay, after the loop in the break. In continue, what happens? The next iteration of the loop is executed. The control jumps to the next iteration of the loop. in continue. Effect on the loop. In break what happens? It terminates the loop. Loop सीधा terminate हो जाता है break पे. Continue पे क्या होता है? It continues the loop. इसके लिए नाम है continue. ठीक है? Used in. ब्रेक कहाँ यूज होता है? लूप्स में यूज होता है. वो तो एग्जांपल हमने देखा ही. स्विच, वो भी हमने एग्जांपल देखा हुआ है प्रीवियस वीडियो में. सो इट इज यूज्ड इन ब्रेक, इट इज यूज्ड इन लूप्स एज वेल एज स्विच. कंटिन्यू इज यूज्ड ओनली इन लूप्स. कंटिन्यू हम लोग स्विच केस में नहीं यूज करते हैं. एग्जांपल, अब जो एग्जांपल हमने देखा दोनों ही प्रोग्राम्स में, ब्रेक यूज करने पे क्या हुआ था? द प्रोग्राम स्टॉप्ड व्हेन i is equal to 5, मतलब इट केम आउट ऑफ द लूप व्हेन i was 5. एंड कंटिन्यू में क्या हुआ? इट स्किप्स व्हेन i is equal to 5. तो इन कंटिन्यू द एंटायर loop was skipped and it jumped to the next iteration when I became 5. So this is the basic difference between break and continue. Alright, so moving on to the third kind of control flow statement that we have in C program, which is the go-to statement. Okay, now the go-to statement is also a very easy one, but the thing is that in go-to statement, what happens is if we use too many go-to statement, it creates a little bit of difficulty in understanding and the readability of the program. So that is the reason go-to is was only used in C programming, and it is not there in the remaining advanced programming languages because of the disadvantages it has with respect to the readability and the understandability of the code. Okay, but anyway, let's understand first exactly how go-to works. Okay, तो go-to क्या करता है? The go-to statement in C allows the program to jump to some part of the code, giving you more control over its execution. तो go to मतलब क्या है? If you have written an entire program, एक प्रोग्राम लिखा हुआ है, उसमें बीच में कहीं पे भी अगर आपने go to वर्ड यूज किया हुआ है, तो go to एक आपको लेबल लिखना पड़ेगा. तो go to आप लेबल जहां पे भी उस लेबल आपने बनाया हुआ है, तो go to लेबल करने से आपका डायरेक्टली कंट्रोल विल जंप टू दैट पर्टिकुलर पार्ट ऑफ द कोड और जंप टू दैट पर्टिकुलर लेबल. ओके, तो वो आप कहीं पे भी प्रोग्राम का जो एग्जीक्यूशन का जो फ्लो है, आप कहीं से भी सीक्वेंशियली से कहीं पे भी जंप मार सकते हो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन व्हाट योर रिक्वायरमेंट इज. ओके, सो दैट्स हाउ द गो टू स्टेटमेंट वर्क्स. इट जंप्स टू सम पार्ट ऑफ द कोड. It's generally not recommended because it can make the code harder to read and maintain. I just said that now because if you have too many go-to statements, one go-to, two go-tos is fine. But if you have multiple go-to statements in your program, it sometimes becomes a little bit complicated to understand the logic of the program. Okay. Syntax is simple. You just have to use the word go to, okay, and you have to use a label. Okay, now label क्या होता है? Label is that part of the code to which your control should jump to once you have used this go to statement. तो कोई ना कोई part of the code पे आपको एक label देना पड़ेगा और आप बोलोगे go to that label, यानी कि उस label पे jump करना है, यानी कि उस part of the code पे jump करना है. So you need to have a label in this. Okay, so how the flow chart looks like? So you can see this is the start of the program. यहाँ पे मेरे 3 statements है, statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. तो अगर statement 1 में मैंने ये लिखा हुआ है go to label 3, तो अगर मैंने go to label 3 लिखा हुआ है तो statement 1 के बाद control will directly jump to statement number 3. Okay, if I have not written go to, how is the C programming going to execute? It is always going to execute in a sequential fashion, right? Normally C programming executes like this in a sequential fashion. बट अगर मैंने स्टेटमेंट 1 पे ही लिख दिया कि गो टू लेबल 3, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली डायरेक्टली स्किप कर देगा स्टेटमेंट 2 को और वो पहले डायरेक्टली स्टेटमेंट 3 पे चला जाएगा. स्टेटमेंट 3 के आगे मुझे उसको एक लेबल देना पड़ेगा, लेबल 3, सो दैट गो टू लेबल 3 मतलब वो लेबल 3 पे जाना है. तो लेबल 3 में हमने क्या स्टेटमेंट लिखा है? स्टेटमेंट 3 लिखा हुआ है. तो इट इज बेसिकली गोइंग टू एग्जीक्यूट स्टेटमेंट 1 एंड आफ्टर दैट इट इज डायरेक्टली गोइंग टू एग्जीक्यूट द स्टेटमेंट 3 एंड स्टॉप द फ्लो. ओके, सो दैट्स हाउ go-to is going to jump from one part of the code to another part of the code. So let's look into an example for the same. So यहाँ पे हमारा example है hash include stdio.h main function. In this we are going to have a simple example जहाँ पे हमने एक variable लिया हुआ है num. Okay, we are taking a variable num and printf enter a number. So we are asking the user to enter a number. So इसका output क्या आएगा? Okay, first of all we have got a variable num. Okay, so इसका आउटपुट में we are going to have enter a number. Okay, so if the number that you are entering, let's assume the number that I am entering is 4. ओके, तो मैंने क्या नंबर एंटर किया? 4. सो इफ आई एम एंटरिंग द नंबर 4, तो क्या हो जाएगा? स्कैनएफ में इट विल ऑटोमेटिकली टेक द वैल्यू 4 ओवर हियर, और ये 4 चला जाएगा नम वेरिएबल के अंदर. ओके, सो आई राइट इट लाइक दिस. तो जो भी नंबर हमने एंटर किया वो कहाँ चला जाएगा? नम वेरिएबल के अंदर स्टोर हो जाएगा. ओके, सो 4 हो गया मेरा वैल्यू एंटर्ड. आफ्टर दैट इफ नम इज लेस देन 0, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? जनरली सी प्रोग्रामिंग एग्जीक्यूट्स इन सीक्वेंशियल. इट विल गो टू द नेक्स्ट लाइन. इफ नम लेस देन 0, इज 4 लेस देन 0, द कंडीशन इज गोइंग टू बी चेक्ड. If 4 less than 0, is 4 less than 0? No, right? It is not less than 0. So this condition is false this time. And since this condition is false, it will go to directly the next line after the if condition. So यहाँ पे next line क्या है मेरा if condition के बाद में? Directly printf you entered a positive number. Now don't get confused over here. Here I have not used curly braces. Now curly braces क्यों नहीं use किया गया है? क्योंकि एक सी प्रोग्रामिंग में एक ऐसा रूल है कि अगर सपोज इफ कंडीशन के अंदर एक ही स्टेटमेंट है, देन यू कैन स्किप और यू कैन स्किप दैट कर्ली ब्रेसेस. आपको वो ऑप्शनल हो जाता है अगर आपका एक ही स्टेटमेंट है सी इफ कंडीशन के अंदर. सो हियर go to negative is the only statement I have inside the if condition. So I can actually, I have skipped these curly braces. अगर आपको लिखना है तो भी आप लिख सकते थे. It is not going to create any problem as such. But we have skipped here in this particular example. So you have to understand that if condition में एक ही line है go to negative. तो अगर ये condition false होता है, जैसे इस condition में अभी 4 greater less than 0 false था, तो it directly went to the next line, that is printf you entered a positive number करके output में आ जाएगा. So basically the output is going to be you entered a positive number. Okay, and after that you entered a positive number, ये line print हो गया. उसके बाद में return 0. तो जैसे ही return 0 होता है, it will exit out of the program by returning success. It is not going to execute the remaining part of the code because return मतलब it will exit out of the program. Okay, so that is how the program gets executed in case you enter a number 4. Okay, now let's assume another scenario जहाँ पे हमने number program फिर से execute कर लिया है हमने, और program execute होने पे let's assume another scenario where you are going to enter, let's say we enter the value, some negative value. Okay, so here first of all the program will execute, it will ask you to enter a number. So enter a number पे पहले तो यहाँ पे आएगा enter a number, and let's assume this time we enter a negative number. तो let's say enter हमने किया है -1. Okay, तो जैसे ही -1 enter किया तो वो -1 किस में चला जाएगा? num वेरिएबल में चला जाएगा. And then again if condition is going to get checked. So if num less than 0, so is -1 less than 0, this condition is going to be checked. Okay, so is this condition true or false? It is true this time, and therefore the control will go inside the if condition. Okay, inside the if block you can say. So inside the if block the condition is true, तो अंदर क्या हो जाएगा? Go to negative. Like I told you, the curly braces are optional, but understand कि this entire line falls under the curly braces. तो go to negative है. Go to negative जैसे ही ये line encounter होता है, okay, what will the C do? The C will jump to the label negative. तो see, the control of the entire program will jump from this point to the label in the entire program जहाँ पे भी मैंने negative करके label दिया हुआ है. तो अगर आप देखोगे पूरे प्रोग्राम में मैंने negative करके label यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है इस point पे. So control will jump from here directly to the label negative. Okay, jump to the label negative, and negative label में आप कैसे लिखोगे? Negative word लिखोगे और उसके बाद में colon. That's how you define a label. और उसके अंदर लेबल के अंदर जो भी स्टेटमेंट्स लिखा हुआ है वो एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा हुआ है? printf you entered a negative number. So that will get executed, and that will be the line of output over here. You entered a negative number. Okay, so that's how the output is going to come, and return 0. That means the program is going to again return successfully. Alright, so please understand this. Here in this case, this line printf you entered a positive number is not going to execute. It is directly going to jump to the part of the code जहाँ पे हमने negative करके label define किया हुआ है, and that's how you can jump from one part of the code to another part of the code using the go to keyword. Okay, तो आप इस तरह से GoTo को use कर सकते हो to jump the control, or you can to jump the entire control flow of the program from one part to the other part of the code. All right. So in this code, it is only one GoTo is used. But like I said, if you use many GoTos, sometimes the program will jump from one part of the code to another part and so on, which becomes sometimes a little bit confusing, and the readability and the understandability of the code becomes a little difficult. All right. But anyway, so I hope you have understood how GoTo statement works. So today in this session, we have seen 3 types of control flow statements: the break, the continue, and the GoTo statements. So I hope you have all understood how all these 3 statements works. If you have understood the session, please like the video, and we will see you in the next session. Thank you so much.